ready to dance on the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like your attention. We're bringing in a famous comedian, Paul Singh. He's come all the way from DC. He's going to take 5 minutes of your time and have you in splits. Paul.
Yeah. Thank you very much, folks. Give it up for all the singers. All right. So, how many people saw our wonderful president, Prime Minister Modi, address the joint sessions of Congress? How many people saw that? You know, I was so impressed. He says, not only are we doing well in technology, our Indian kids are winning all the spelling bee contest. I was impressed. And you know, my neighbor was kind of jealous. He says, now why is it that these goddamn Indians keep winning all the spelling bee contest? I'm like, it's very simple, dude. You would win the spelling bee contest too if your name was Subramaniam Srinivasan Venkateshwaram. Tim? So anyhow, you know, being a Punjabi, I have my own way of spelling things. When I first came to America, the customs guy stopped me. He says, what's your name? I'm like, Satinder. Spell it for me. S as in Satrikal, A as in Anda, T as in tomato, I as in India, N as in Nikamma, D as in Naggar. He's like, young man, you keep that up and you'll get a free one-way ticket to Amritsar. So, you know, we all want to teach our kids Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu, our culture, right? But sometimes it can backfire. My son got straight A's, so my father wanted to tell him how proud he was, but he said it in Punjabi. He says, Beta, मेरे को तेरे पे बहुत फक्र है. My son lost it. He's like, I don't like it when grandpa calls me fucker. He can call me kuta. He can call me haramjada. But if he calls that 4-letter word again, I'm calling child services. So, but you know, if you've been living in America for a long time, it's hard for you to speak pure Punjabi or Hindi. You always interject English words in it. So this lady came to my mom. She says, "Behan ji, आज मैं जॉब पर गई ना, जाते ही मेरा बॉस मेरे पे चढ़ गया." My mom is like, अरे वो क्यों? भाई ओफो, भाई मैं लेट जो गई थी.
That's a good one.
You know, if English ain't your mother tongue, you should never use voice texting. How many people use voice texting? Voice texting?
Yes.
If English ain't your mother tongue, you should never use voice texting. You know, one time my boss called, so I didn't have my headphones, so I voice texted. I said, I can't talk right now. I don't have my headsets. And I hit send without checking. Turns out I said, I can't talk right now. I have not had sex yet. Yeah, try explaining that to the unemployment office. You know, some of the American names can mean really bad in Punjabi. I got a job at the post office, and so this one lady came to me. She says, "Hi, I'm Rosemary." I'm like, "Oh, really? What's your last name?" "Marlowe." I swear to God, her name was Rosemary Marlowe. In Punjabi, that means screw me daily. I said, young lady, whatever you do, don't go to India. If by chance you go to India, don't go to Punjab. Because even the police won't help you. You know, one of the reasons Indians are so successful in America is because we're very humble people. Have you noticed that if you mispronounce an American name, they correct you right away? "Excuse me, sir, my name is Marcella, not Masala." But if Americans mispronounce our name, we don't correct them. In fact, we adopt the wrong pronunciation. Have you noticed that? We adopt the wrong pronunciation. I was at a computer conference, and this guy says, "Hi, I'm man meat." I'm like, "Who's meat?" "Man meat." I'm like, "Oh, you know," then I saw his name card, "Oh, Manmeet." I'm like, "Manmeet." He says, "No, in America it's man meat." And he says, "By the way, this is my sister Sue Man." I'm like, "Is she an attorney?" He says, no, she's single. I'm like, "You keep saying her name like that, she'll always be single." And he says, "Oh, by the way, this is my uncle Udam." I'm like, who calls you you damn? You know, his name was Udham Singh. I'm like, who calls you you damn? He says, my American boss. I'm like, maybe he's mad at you. He says, oh no, when he got mad, he called me goddamn. You damn. Anyhow, he says, by the way, this is my cousin Kamini. I'm like, what? You know? So I said, I want to be polite, so I said, ma'am, in India your name would be pronounced Kamini. She says, that's not true. I have 14 Indian employees working for me, and they all call me Kamini. Thank you very much, folks. That's my time.
Thank you so much, Paul. You are amazing. Thank you. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 13 more minutes to end this session.
That was awesome.
Also, the panel start at the right time so that we can end at the right time. So, I would appreciate if you can really either restrict your song to 1 to 2 verses. Really appreciate that. There's 4 more people to go.